This is the Apollo Phantom, one of the most anticipated electric scooters of the year. With a name like Phantom, we were expecting high-octane performance, which it has. But what really surprised us about this scooter is the completeness of its package, which is completely outstanding. The Phantom is jam-packed with features like an intelligent display, ergonomic cockpit, complete lighting package, rock-solid folding mechanism, quad spring suspension, big tires, and huge hydraulic brakes. In this review, we'll walk through why these features aim the industry in an exciting direction and show you how the Phantom performs against some of the best in the business. If you know scooters, you know most are slight variations on the same designs. The Phantom is the first electric scooter fully designed by Apollo's in-house team based on feedback from thousands of riders. Evolving their development process, Apollo set out to create the best overall riding experience. And the Phantom is a serious machine with a superior feature package, the best we've ever seen. The 52-volt Phantom is available with or without hydraulic brakes exclusively in Canada from Apollo Scooters and in the United States from Fluid Freeride. A 60-volt and ludicrous variant will be available for shipping late summer 2021, and for the purpose of the comparison, we've used the highest-end Phantom to show you what it's capable of. If you're outside the US and Canada, check the Apollo website for more info. We have the 52-volt Phantom and the 60-volt Phantom with Ludo upgrade, both with hydraulic brakes. We're comparing them against two standout extreme performance scooters. The more powerful the scooter, the larger the price tag, and the 60-volt Phantom is no exception. The 52-volt Phantom will set you back the least in this pack. It's hard to beat the OXO, which has the second longest range we've ever tested. The Phantom gets 28.4 miles and the Ludo gets about the same in spite of having greater acceleration. The 52-volt Phantom reached nearly 40 miles per hour in our top speed test, but none will keep up with the Ludicrous edition, which is 27% faster. The 52-volt Phantom has a ton of torque, spinning the front wheel during hard launches. After the initial burst, acceleration is still powerful, but more manageable and smooth. The Ludo's acceleration is just ludicrous. All the way from tire spinning launch to its massive 48.1 mile per hour top speed, you'll need to have your rear foot planted on the footrest or your arms are gonna get tired from hanging on. The OXO is the slowest up the hill, and the 10X is 0.4 of a second ahead of the Phantom, while the Ludo is king of the hill, beating every scooter we've ever tested, with the exception of the now discontinued Apollo Pro Ludo. The Phantom has great stopping power. The OXO remains the best in braking, but the Ludo's regen brake lever helps put it among the elite, with the 4th best braking distance that we've ever tested. Here at ESG, we ride some of the best scooters in the world, and the Phantom's pulling rank with a combination of premium ride quality features that is unmatched by any other scooter we've seen. It's not just one thing, it's everything from the ultra ergonomic thumb throttle to the long grippy deck and the quad spring suspension. Overall, the Phantom's cockpit is built for riding comfortably with well-appointed components. The excellent rubber hand grips and button consoles look and feel high quality, and the wide handlebars angle back nicely towards you. The nut hydraulic brakes have a great feel and provide excellent modulation with very little effort. For me, a well-designed thumb throttle beats a trigger throttle all day. The problem in the industry has been that thumb throttles have not been designed well, which is why I'm so pleased that the Phantom's thumb throttle is the best I've ever seen on a dual motor scooter. It's in an ergonomic position for your thumb to strike naturally without having to stretch. Compared to the thumb throttle on the highly designed Inokim OXO, this is superior because it allows you to easily modulate speed, similar to the response you get from a good trigger throttle. It might not be the most photogenic, but it does the job and it does it well. The enormous, gorgeous hex display is on point. It's smart and attractive and the perfect centerpiece for a scooter meant for daily commuting, but could be a little brighter. It's supersized compared to most displays and has super intelligent functionality, providing on-screen indicators for everything a rider needs to know, even when your turn signals are on. The most innovative feature of the hex display is its ability to predict remaining mileage, which is based on your last few seconds of throttle usage rather than using your historical average. We suggest observing how the number changes as you ride and gaining insight from there. Now, let's talk about what's under your feet. The rubberized deck is long enough to fit both feet, but you've also got a good size, well-angled footrest for added standing room. The Phantom is the first scooter we've tested with quadruple spring suspension, and it straight up beats all other spring suspension styles out there. The Phantom's design includes a rubber bump stop to prevent you from feeling it topping and bottoming out harshly, and it's effective at reducing the trampoline effect you can get with a bouncy spring suspension. Speaking of suspension, let's see if Ramier's giving the Phantom the big dog stamp of approval.
Hey everyone, Ramier here with Electric Scooter Guide. I'm gonna get right into it. I like it, the handlebars are pretty good. When I stepped on here, like I said in the first look, these handlebars are so comfortable. When I get on it as a big dog, the suspension holds up. It's real bouncy. Like, it's so easy to ride the scooter. And of course, you know, me being me, I prefer the 60 volt over the 52 volt. Cause you know, like Ricky Bobby says, if you're not first, you're last. But either way, both of them are great scooters. And my favorite thing on this scooter, my favorite thing is the folding mechanism. When it comes to dual motor scooters, my #1 complaint is always the folding mechanism. Like, you have to do the little thing where you gotta tighten it up and do that. And it just takes a while. But with this one, it's just a few easy steps. That's my #1 thing about this scooter. To find out if it's truly big dog approved, hit up the ESG website and I'm out. Pew!
Before the Phantom arrived at ESG Labs, it had already gone through 3 evolutions. Apollo experimented with tubeless tires, tested different motor styles, and fine-tuned how the fenders, folding hook, and stem folding mechanism all come together. With that, the Phantom looks like a completely evolved machine. Let's start with the claw-style folding mechanism that we've dubbed the grenade stem. This thing is rock solid with 0 wobble, as the mechanism and the stem, which is made of double-layer aluminum, are bolted and welded together, making it feel very robust. The folding mechanism feels familiar as it's very similar to one of the world's most popular scooters, the Segway 9Bot Max, but with an added safety feature. Not only that, but the folding hook attaches to the anchor point, which is located on the footrest rather than the deck. Here's how it works. All right, so we're gonna demo how the grenade stem works here. This is one of my favorite stem folding mechanisms, not only because it's so quick and easy, but also because it's so secure. So first off, you've got this pin, and that's why we call it the grenade style. You gotta pop the pin out first. Second thing, as you can see here, there's a little plastic collar that goes across. So that's the second safety mechanism. So as you pull it down, that little guy pops out. So that's how it works. So it goes in, pops out, and now you can go down. But look, it's a little claw grabber, and that's the same style that they use on scooters like the Segway 9Bot Max. And the reason why we like it so much is because it's just rock solid. There's no wobble, there's no wiggle. Unlike some other scooters that have a pin, this one you can actually put back in the scooter. So when you have the scooter folded down like this, you can actually put the pin right back in. You won't lose it on this scooter. Good job, Apollo. One of the most rider-focused features that Apollo has implemented with the Phantom is its repairability. All of the electronics along the handlebar are plug and play, including the hex display. The cables are left partially exposed in the cockpit so you can more easily access them to replace components if needed. Apollo was also targeting convenience with the pneumatic tires on split rims, as they provide the best balance of both ride quality and ease of maintenance. And although not waterproof, the Phantom has an IP54 water resistance rating. Oh, And then there's the premium toolkit that comes with all Phantom scooters, featuring tools, spare tubes, and brake pads in a zippered pouch. Apollo's taking good care of its customers with these conscious selections, but, and there had to be a but, let's talk about the kickstand. While we appreciate that Apollo has beefed up the kickstand mount on the Phantom, the kickstand itself isn't the same level of quality as the rest of the scooter, as it sticks out too much from the deck when folded and causes a scooter to lean way more than we'd like when parked. Way more. Is the Phantom portable? No, not really. It's a pretty average weight for a dual motor scooter and has some nice features that make it easier to transport when folded, but we wouldn't call it portable. The stem latches conveniently to the footrest, and the stem width is narrow enough to grip one-handed. The cutout on the footrest makes it a bit easier to lift into a trunk. This is the ESG trunk test on the Apollo Phantom. The scooter length is about the same as other big scooters, but the one big difference here is that the handlebars are 27 inches wide. I predict this is going to be not super easy to get in the trunk. We'll always go handlebar side in first, like this. And then rotate the wheel down. It does fit and it does pass the ESG trunk test, but it is as tight as you can get and still passes the test. The handlebars are 27 inches wide and do not fold, so that's something to keep in mind when transporting or trying to walk the Phantom through a narrow space. While the Phantom has an overall comprehensive feature set, Apollo has included two standout features that put this scooter above nearly any other when it comes to safety. First, a built-in 1000 lumen headlight, and second, real turn signals, all with on-screen indicators. Although you wouldn't buy a car without headlights, you probably have a high-performance scooter without one, as effective lighting is often overlooked. The Phantom's lighting package is pretty close to perfect, as the headlight is easily visible in daytime and nighttime. The only downside to the lighting configuration is that the turn signals are only on the rear, meaning drivers facing you won't know if you're turning against them in traffic. In future models, we suggest switching the front deck lights to turn signals and add some underdeck or stem lighting for more visibility. At any rate, we're elated to see the Phantoms lighting the way to a brighter future for scooter lights. Along with its lights, the Phantom has giant pneumatic tires paired with large 160mm hydraulic brakes and a bell. Overall pros include gorgeous, unique design, standout lighting package, best overall ride ergonomics, and a next-generation scooter display. Overall cons include flimsy kickstand, the display could be brighter, and there's no front turn signals. In conclusion, the Phantom has so many signature features of a standout, high-performance scooter that we're not exactly sure what to compare it to, as it's almost in a class of its own. The display and folding mechanism are next level. The comfortable cockpit and lights make it great for commuting day or night, and its road-biting performance keeps it fun. Not to mention, it looks pretty good too. Apollo's thrown down the gauntlet for a next-generation scooter. We're on the edge of our seats, eager to see if anything better surfaces in 2021. I have a feeling it's going to be a very exciting year for the scooter market. If you want a more in-depth account of the Phantom, join us on the ESG Live show for the deep dive. This is Chuck with Electric Scooter Guide. Ride safe and don't forget to wear your helmet. For an exotic scooter that is known for the best ride quality, check out the Inokim Ox-O video below. To see the Phantom's little brother, the Ghost, in action, check out our review below.